Call to order. Yanni City Council meeting, regular meeting, August 14, 2025. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Becker, here. Howard.
Yo.
Lloyd.
Here.
Kangas.
Here.
Dietz.
Here.
Canavante.
Here.
Gilman.
Present. All right, number 4, approval of the agenda. Can I hear a motion to approve the agenda, please?
Motion to approve the agenda.
All right, Kevin.
I'll second.
All right, Matt will second that one. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, moving on. Number 5, public comment. Public comment, 3-minute public comment. Please stand up to the podium, state your name, your address, and 3 minutes is yours on the floor.
I can get up there?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm good.
Hi, my name is Bill Chaudier, I live at 418 Sherry Street, Negaunee. And I have just a complaint about a one-way street over on by Super One store. There was a bank there 3 years ago, it's not there anymore. They have one-way street. On a Hungerford, they travel 25 miles an hour through the parking lot. All I'm asking is if they could switch them signs to the other end, so the people can go out of the parking lot to Hungerford and Sheldon. That's on that corner right there. Today I was there measuring the distance of the roads and whatever, and a person went through there quite rapid, pretty fast. And he went all the way to 41. Through the parking lot. He should be taking the streets, not parking lot. I talked to the manager from Super One, he said he'd like to see him removed, it'd be safety factor, so the people wouldn't have to go onto the highway. And I think it's the other street, that bank there. It'd just be a safer factor for people going up in and out. But these people coming in off of Hungerford at 25 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour is taboo. I didn't think we could go through parking lots like that. I got tagged there, it cost me $137, but the police officer said that it wasn't wide enough, that's why they did that. Well, I measured all the streets, I measured a lot of streets in Negaunee here. The alleys are 16 to 18 feet wide. I've taken the alleys, if somebody's coming through, you gotta pull over the grass or in somebody's yard, almost, to get through the alley, which is understandable. But that one road that we're talking is 24 feet, and Hungerford is only 28. It's, it's a 5-foot difference. But they're still coming through there 20, 25 miles an hour. And I'm just asking for the safety factor of the elder people, and myself, for anybody, if the council or whoever could change, just put it on the end. So people can have access to getting home, instead of people coming in at that speed. That's all I ask. That's about it, really.
Very good. Thanks, sir.
So, you just look into it and see what happens,
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Any further public comment? Nope, seeing none. Moving on, approval, or I'm sorry, where are we? Number six, public hearing, commercial rehabilitation, district tax abatement, 103 West Lincoln Street. Dave, go to background, please.
Enclosed is the application for 103 West Lincoln Street for a CRD tax abatement. The public hearing was properly advertised and posted on the city's website. Recommendation, hold a public hearing, approve the CRD application for 103 West Lincoln Street for 5 years.
You want some bit more background?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a little bit of background for you, Mr. Mayor. So, it's been a while since we had a CRD. I believe the last one we approved was Strega Nona. So just a quick little reminder, this is very simple math, and this is not reflecting the actual property we're talking about. But let's say you pay $1,000 in taxes. So what this would do if you approve this tonight, would freeze that base at $1,000. We still get to collect all that money. But any improvements they do to the property over the next 5 years of the approval period, they would pay no taxes on. After that 5 years is up, the property gets reassessed and they have to pay the $1,000 they were originally paying and anything else that's the assessed value increase. This is kind of helps the person recover some of their investment over time. We have this program available to businesses within the district. This building is in the district. They're gonna be turning this into apartments, a property that is severely blighted, and will be now functional. And then in 5 years, we'll be collecting more tax revenue off of it. That's the gist of everything. Mr. Mayor, I'll entertain any questions at your leisure.
Any questions for Nate before we open the public hearing? Dave?
So in other words, a property that's not being used right now, it's just, you know, collecting dust and weeds growing around it, but, then converting it into, something we can use and still get tax dollars from it, because it's being used. Right.
We're still getting tax dollars for it now, and it's not because the property itself, nobody's using it, because other properties like Campfire Coffee, it was being used, but they put significant investment in the property, or Strega Nona did the same thing, Slap Shop did the same thing. This is just an investment on a property that already exists that is collecting taxes. This is just more or less a simple tax break on the additional assessed value, which they would pay more taxes on. That freezes that property, and then we don't collect those extra taxes for 5 years, and we get it back after the 5-year period.
And so this probably isn't the same thing, but almost like a business in the DDA type of thing?
It's in the,
Almost like?
well, the DDA is a different district, but this particular district, the CRD district, includes this street and all the downtown area. That's why this building is eligible for this tax break.
Okay.
What happens if the work's not completed?
So this is how this works. They're given 5 years and they have to recertify every single year. So they have to prove to Treasury that they are doing what they said they were going to do, or they can lose that tax break. And then the assessment will be put on afterwards. So every year in the fall, they have to fill out some documentation, recertify it with the state of Michigan, based on the time frame they're given, which is 5 years in this case. And we just don't give everybody 5 years. You have to fill out the application, you have to show what your project is, that it's graded, and it's, we have a matrix, as you can see, this, the application there, that shows what they're eligible for. This goes to the DDA. The DDA is recommended 5 years. So.
Any further questions? No. With that, we open the public hearing, correct? Open public hearing. Any comments from the public about commercial rehabilitation district tax abatement on 103 West Lincoln Street? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. And can I entertain a motion for this agenda item?
Sure, I'll make the motion that we approve the CRD application for 103 West Lincoln Street for 5 years.
John makes a motion. Dave seconds that motion. Anything further from you, John?
It's just a good way to encourage folks to make investments in our properties in downtown.
Dave, anything further? Any further council comment? Seeing none, with that, we will go to a roll call vote. Dave, please.
Becker,
Yes.
Howard. Nay. Chloe,
Yes.
Kangas,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Ganavante,
Yes.
Ilmanen.
Yes. Passes. All right, moving on. Number 7, unfinished business, seeing none. Moving on to 8, new business, 8.1, ordinance amendment number 50, sewer ordinance. Dave, a little background here, please.
Attached are the amendment to chapter 50 sewer ordinance, which will add provisions as it pertains to sewer plans for redevelopment and new construction. Recommendation, approve the first reading and set a public hearing for the September regular meeting on September 11th at 6:30 p.m.
Thank you. Mr. City Manager, I think you want to allow Dave to.
Yes, yes, Mr. Mayor, I defer to Dave, who's been working on this project.
Okay, so the reason for this amendment, I've been discussing with Mr. Davatella, the head of the DPW city engineer. We've identified kind of a gray area in the stormwater ordinance for the city. This gray area would allow, arguments one way or another for, stormwater, rolling into right-of-ways or into adjacent properties. What this does is it eliminates that gray area and makes it more black and white for any new development that occurs in the city of Negaunee. If you have any questions, feel free to.
All right, first I will entertain a motion for that, then I'll have council members ask questions. So I will entertain a motion for number 50 sewer ordinance.
I'll make that motion.
All right.
Approve the first reading and set a public hearing for a September regular meeting on September 11 to adopt chapter 50 sewer ordinance.
There you go. Support. Tracy supports that. All right, John, any further comments or questions for Dave?
No questions. This did come through the planning commission. We've reviewed this. We've had some of the incidents that would have been prevented maybe or improved upon if we had this in place at the time. And it just makes sense that we clarify what those expectations are for stormwater management.
Tracy, any further? No? Council comments, questions? Seeing none? All right, with that, we'll take a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay?
Is that a nay for you?
That's not a nay for me.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
All right, motion passes. Moving on to 8.2, MML, Community Excellence Award Budget and DDA Fund Budget Adjustment. Dave, a little background, please.
The city of Negaunee's downtown enhancement project has been chosen as a contender in this year's Michigan Municipal League's Community Excellence Award, CEA competition. The following budget addendum is requested to allow the city manager to pursue winning this year's title. Costs would include lodging, meals, fuel, and supplies to facilitate project booth. Recommendation, motion to provide permission to the city manager to pursue the MML CEA award, amend the DDA budget travel and training item line 728.864.000 from $1,000 to $6,000 to facilitate this action. Alternative, none.
All right, Mr. City Manager, would you like to elaborate on that?
Sure, Mr. Mayor and Council, we'd like to use some DDA funds to, again, pursue this award. This is a prestigious award across the state of Michigan with different cities. We're very fortunate to be one of the 4 contenders. Although I already have monies budgeted for myself, this is more or less to allow a couple council members to come down and potentially pay for a little bit of gas money for some individual business owners that might want to come down and help man the booth and represent our community to the organization down in Grand Rapids. I've had some conversation with some council members I feel that are probably in the best position to go. That's up to you guys whether they should go or not. Or if more want to go, that's up to you as well. You have that ability to make that decision and improve more funding if you'd like. But this would cover funding for 2 of those council members. Again, it would cover some expenses related to the booth that we're going to have on site, and then it would cover some gas money for some potential business owners that might come down. If we don't have all the people who are supposed to come down, of course we won't spend that money. we'll just leave it where it's at, but it's estimated no more than $5,000.
Do you also, want to build a diorama or something?
Yeah, there'll be like a model created in downtown, that's included in that.
Okay. All right, can I entertain a motion, to, provide permission to pursue the MLCEA award and amend the DDA budget for such purposes?
I make a motion that we don't waste this money.
Okay. Is that a,
Well, typically, we don't make motions to vote on no on things, we just don't make a motion.
okay,
That's what we're out for.
Motion to approve or provide permission to city manager to pursue the MML CEA award. Amend the DDA budget travel and training line item 728.864.000 from $1,000 to $6,000 to facilitate this action.
and a second? Kevin seconds that motion. All right, further discussion, Dave?
Well, being one of the 4 communities in the state of Michigan up this year to receive this award, it's, to me, it's great public relations. It's also proofs in the pudding that what we're doing with the city is the right thing, and to have no one down there for this presentation, if Nagani wins it, would be highly embarrassing. So I think it is a very good idea to have this and let's go through.
Thank you, Dave. Kevin, any further? Nothing further? Council comments?
I think that we need to be a little bit more careful about money and, you know, if additional business owners wanna go, maybe they need to pay their own way instead of the city putting a bill.
Okay.
I would think that the people on this council should be able to foot the bill themselves. We don't need to pay for them to go party in Grand Rapids or wherever. Right? Dig in your own pocket, fill your car up with gas. Wheeler, real simple. Why the hell's the city gotta pay for it?
All right. Thanks, Matt. Any further comments? No, with the comments being said,
The only thing I'd say, Mr. Mayor, if the council agrees to send folks, do they want to name who those folks would be?
okay,
If the vote's in the affirmative, so.
You said you've already spoken to people about this. Now, are some of the people voting yes? Are they the ones that get to go on this vacation?
You have to decide whether they get to go, that's what we're talking about right now, Mr. Howard.
Well, we can not spend the money and they don't go.
They could, but
Simple.
if they vote they want to, then they should
Then-
choose.
Pay their own way.
That's not what the motion on the table is right now. Typically, we allow training and travel services for official business. This is official business.
You know,
And I also find it quite inflammatory that you would accuse our council members to go down to a party down in Grand Rapids when they're doing official business for the city. That's just my personal opinion that I'm bringing up because it's been brought forward to the council, as my right to say. The council members here on this board have supported the downtown businesses, including many other actions for businesses in this community. And I feel like that if the council members want to go down and represent the community, this council should support that if they agree to do that. It's pretty straightforward.
So we pay in your own way.
Well, they're doing
That's
official
straightforward,
business, they're doing
isn't it?
official business on
That,
behalf
that
of the city.
shows a commitment that you really care about this. You buck up out of your own pocket.
Well, we'll see if they agree with you, sir.
With that being said, I personally do agree with Dave, right? We are, our community, right, our community that we have built last however many years has been selected as one of 4 communities in the state of Michigan. One of 4. We're up for an award that one city might get every year. And to not send somebody from this council, along with our city manager, down there to possibly accept an award as one community from the entire state of Michigan, that would speak volumes, right? Like Dave said, if we're not gonna have anybody there, what's the sense of winning an award if we're not gonna provide a couple of individuals to accept said award and bring it back to our community, that our community can all appreciate, right?
Can we amend the amount to make it a little less, or is it?
You can amend it all you want, this is coming from the DDA fund. I mean, when we had that presentation that said that we need to be careful what we're spending, what he was saying was, we can't continue to do $500,000 projects every year. Not, $5,000 isn't gonna break the budget. $5,000 comes from the DDA, where we have a fund balance of almost $100,000, that's not gonna break the budget either. So, this is a very de minimis amount of money.
Any further comments, questions? No? With that, I believe on this one, we're gonna do a roll call vote, Dave.
All right. Becker,
Yes?
Howard,
Nay.
Loey,
Yes.
Kangas,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Gravante,
Nay.
Ilmanen, yes.
I would suggest that you make a motion to go for this conference, within the council.
To,
To this one.
okay, how do we navigate that?
It's the same issue, so we can choose who is going to go. So,
Okay. All right,
you want me to do any of that now?
sure.
So now that it's been approved, we would want to choose who's going to go from the council. Just for full disclosure, and you can choose who you'd like to go. I have talked to the mayor who has availability, I have talked to Dave Kangas who has availability, and like I mentioned before, if there's others that would like to go, that would be up to you guys to make that decision. But what we would need is have just a simple motion allowing which council members are going to go on behalf of the council.
So I will,
I'll make that motion, that the funds that we just approved for the MML CEA award can be expended for the travel expenses for the city manager, for the mayor, and for the former mayor, David Kangas.
do a second on that motion?
I'll second.
Okay, you will, Tracy. Okay, thank you. Any further conversation on the second recommendation? No? With that, we will continue with the roll call vote on this one.
Becker,
Yes.
Howard,
Nay.
Loey,
Yes.
Kangas,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Gravante,
Yes.
Ilmanen.
Yes. Motion passes. Thank you. Moving on, number 9, consent agenda. 9.1 minutes, July 17th, 2025, regular minutes. 9.2, claims and accounts. 9.3, revenue expenditure trial balance reports. 9.4, 2025 winter sand bids. 9.5, fire department mutual aid and bylaws. And 9.6, DDA appointments. I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda, please.
So moved.
John, yep. And Dave, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, moving on. Number 10, public comment. Once again, 3-minute public comment. Step into the podium, state your name and your address, please. And 3 minutes on the floor is yours. Public comment is open. Seeing no public comment, closing public comment. Number 11, council comment. Start with Mr. Becker tonight, sir.
I'm looking forward to visiting with all the city staff tomorrow at the picnic. It's top of my list and forefront of my mind, so looking forward to that opportunity to thank all of them for their hard work throughout the year.
Matt, what do you got tonight?
There's an old saying that goes, if you watch your dimes, your dollars will take care of themselves. And time again, I hear, well, we're only gonna spend $5,000, that's not gonna hurt the budget. Oh, we're only gonna spend 10, that's not gonna hurt none. It all adds up. Every penny adds up. That's it.
Thanks, Matt. Kevin, what you got for us tonight? Amanda, what do you got?
I'm glad to see it's a little clearer today. The smoke has been terrible, affecting a lot of people's health, so I'm glad hopefully I've heard we've got some firefighters from Michigan out there helping, so hopefully they're doing a good job at containing things and hope it doesn't spread any further.
Good, thank you. Tracy? No comment. Dave?
Well, like Mr. Becker said, I'll be able to swing by the employee picnic tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Mayor Omanen cooking me a hamburger and a hot dog and other accessories. So, because it's our city employees, they definitely deserve to be recognized for all the hard work that they do in the community. And also, I want to thank the council for approving the funds to go down to Grand Rapids. It's definitely, it's a big deal. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Houghton won it last year. And all they did was take down a parking ramp and did a little bit of work on the canal. So to me, yes, I'm biased, but it's a slam dunk who gets it this year.
Thanks, Dave. All right, as for me, I heard nothing but great things about the Horse Shore this weekend. I was doing my hobby of golf, so I was unable to watch or participate, but great job to all the business owners, everybody that puts that on. Saw John the day before with trailers full of bananas and oranges, which was interesting. But that was fun. With that, tomorrow's picnic begins at 11 a.m. We'll be right down here at the pavilion. Nate and I will be down there no later than 10 a.m. We have some normal grill foods, some salads. If you are able to be there and present and have a little bit of a ability to cook or make a salad, about 37 or so employees that we'd expect to be there. By all means, it'd be great to see council members down there. This is one day a year that we can show a small token of appreciation for our city staff that does all the behind the scenes work, right? Our ability to just say thanks to the city staff, whether it's DPW or our police officers that are always on duty, our fire department. And Dave, myself, Dave, John should be down there. Would like to see the rest of you if possible. And we'll have something to eat. Dave, I don't know my day job. About 2 months ago, I cooked burgers on a Friday, and a young man named Bob quit on Sunday. I have no idea if it was because of the burgers, but let's hope that doesn't happen this weekend. But it'd be great to see everybody down there, something for our staff, and I believe they appreciate it too. So, with that being said, that's all I have to say. Anything you want me to say further on that, or you'll caveat one to that? It's on you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor, council. Not much for this evening. We're about picnic, so we'll see you there tomorrow. great job to all the volunteers and organizers for Ore to Shore. It went off really well, very easy, works well with the city, all the time. Businesses saw, pick up in, attendance in their stores, so that's a great, addition to their business. And then lastly, they're not on your document here, but it'll be on there next month. We have Fall Fest coming up September 27th, noon to 5. So,
That's 7.
27th.
It looks like a 2.
27th. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Mr. City Attorney, anything from you tonight?
Thank you, but no comment.
With that, I will entertain a motion for adjournment, please.
Motion to adjourn.
Here, a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.